Okay. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to the session. Who knows what's gonna happen? Who wants to recap?
Wow, right to it, huh?
Yeah.
Stream's fine.
I'll open up the notes to see if if they have been.
I did in fact update them.
Yay! All right, we continued our battle against the fire newt. It was a pretty tough battle. Not like we weren't quite on the verge of death there. We ended up bringing down one of the the mediums, and it caused like a little bit of a flood of the environment of lava. And then pretty shortly after, we took out the other one, and with that, Tina was able to, with Alex's help, just get in there and control them. After a bit of a debate, decided that the best course of action was just to wipe away the threat, because at this point they're essentially just parasites to other planes and only bring destruction where they go. We ended up getting shot out of the place after the fact, as if being shot out through a volcano. Landed on slightly different areas away from each other, but we were able to reconvene pretty quickly in the the southern region of Thashabao. And then we, as we kind of came to our senses there, we realized that each of us had arrived with a different sort of trait from the previous plane where we were at that affects our abilities in unique ways. Did I miss anything important?
I don't think so.
We level up.
That too.
Yeah.
Yay. We can erupt now, apparently.
Yeah, we can erupt, finally. Oh, one of the three volcanoes. How about we all go around the call and say the coolest thing about our new level? I'll start. I can create any monster. Next.
Wow, great.
Let's see, I get the choice paralysis of taking a new spell from any list.
Cool.
I get that, but with only my own spell list.
It's any list except the list I want.
6th level spells now.
I just realized I gained access to an end game ability from Sea of Stars.
Oh.
Yeah. You're getting all the Sea of Stars abilities.
I might finish that game one day, so don't tell me what it is.
I've gotten to the ending. Well, finish is a broad term.
Ammo.
I can punch one more time now.
Oh, yes.
Gosh, you can hit up to what, 5 times now per turn without additional features?
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Haste on you.
Good.
No.
As you should.
Crim's level up gave him +2 strength con int. That's it. That's also not it. I say that's it, but that's disturbingly powerful.
That's good.
It's just also very straightforward.
Hey, now
Okay.
I can take Fizzman's Platinum Shield and make you even tankier.
You have confirmed that all of you are in Thashabao, using your brilliant intellect and spell work and such. A place of apparently floating islands in the ashy gray sky above the ashy gray ground. A place that's been known to be volcanic, at least in the westernmost reaches, for, since history immemorial, or at least 400 years. You've found strange animals and tiny metallic plants. I think Crim had suggested y'all go east so you can get out of here and get a better sense of where you are.
I believe we have to determine where east was.
Yes, we didn't know where that was yet.
So Crim was going to propose either getting a compass or making a compass.
Right. And there's also a whole bunch of erupted out of these newly made volcanic vents as you are, like ingots and metal craft and pieces of fire newts as well, all around. And you've still got Hope and Tina with you, who are triumphant and excited to have fulfilled the role of the prophecy.
No despair here.
Oh wait, so there are just pieces of fire newt laying around?
Yeah, a little foot.
Alright, Crim gathers them for rations in case this turns out to be a long haul.
Okay. You can add 5 pounds of minced fire newt to your.
Here we are stuck in this hellscape.
You never know, Tao could turn this into a survival section.
Crim just awkwardly mentions, "Trust me, I know they're good."
Is the like the ground like very ashy as we walk?
Yes, very fine ash, like a black sand beach, but of ash.
I'm gonna have to trim my talons after this.
The site's all too familiar.
Better than the
Yeah.
last
You need a-
hellscape we were in, Wade.
True enough.
If any of you need a break while walking, you can take a ride on me for a bit. Think I'll be fine.
Appreciate
don't-
it.
I don't know if I like this one as much, though. This ash is getting in my fur.
This hellscape has the intentionally malicious.
Think about how much worse it is when your whole body is covered in mucus.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
He's
pretty
right.
bad for you.
Mm-hmm.
My
Maybe you can
sympathies.
study under Alex for a year or two, Cashmere, and you can have a mucus skin like us.
Yeah, well,
I'm good,
Alex,
thanks.
Alex
How
could
it
like
works.
could turn into a squirrel or something.
I don't have a whole lot of that in me right now, to be honest.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm tired too. Should we just rest somewhere? I don't know where we are, though.
Well, about that, let's try to figure out which way is north first. No sun, so that makes it a little difficult.
I mean, even if we can't see the sun, can we at least tell where it is?
Roll a perception check to make sense
Ooh.
of this diffuse illumination.
I can do that. I have +8. Can I hear the sun?
Probably not.
You do level 20 for that.
Someday. Oh, okay. Oops. Ignore that. You didn't see that.
It's supposed to be /R.
Classic blunder.
Sorry, I didn't ignore that.
/ command, not a subreddit.
Well, does somebody else have good perception?
Nope. Despite being a
Yes,
bird, I do not have bird's eyes.
You can't tell, Snap. Nor can your ears.
Dang. Alex, you see anything?
Can your ears tell the position of the sun? It's like, a lot of times when deaf people first gain hearing, they'll remark, "The sun doesn't make a noise? I always thought it'd be loud." Because of how bright it is.
I got the exact same roll.
Okay.
Nice.
Perhaps you could try again on the morrow. Well,
we
if
can,
but
we can find a decent-sized tree or some holy water, I think I can get us out of here.
Well, that's part of the problem. Doesn't look like this place grows much at all anymore. Though maybe there's a hyper-adapted tree. We saw some weird critters running around. Maybe they eat trees and stuff that have adapted similarly. We just have to walk, but Crim's looking through his bag, looking for any kind of like metal that he might have had in his. Oh my god. Crim sifts through his 25 gold worth of shiny valuables for any type of iron.
yeah, people have metal weapons which are partially made of iron, but yeah, you could find a piece of pure iron.
No, he needs a small filament of it, as he uses his wealth of intelligence to say, "I think I can make a compass, assuming this world has a magnetic field."
Yes.
And then,
What are you talking about, Crim? This world does not have a magnetic field.
Then Crim does it's I think a lot of people know about this, but he rubs the iron, tries to make it get its charge. He ties a very thin string to it of the rope he has, like a tiny. He like scrapes off a bit of rope and holds it in midair. Uses his wings to shield it, and he tries to see where it points.
Okay, I'll say this requires a DC 5 sleight of hand check.
Ooh, he's
You know,
bad
he
at
actually
that,
could fail
but
that
it's DC
if he
5.
gets a 5 or lower on the die.
that's actually true. Let's
You have a
find
25%
out.
chance.
Okay, no,
or-
I got a 10. We're all right.
Okay.
Oh, clever.
Almost got the string once or twice here. It's like, it's delicate work. But yeah, it stabilizes in a way that you don't think is due to the twisting of the string and the still air. Yeah, that way is probably north, or at least south.
Hey, it's just like that scene in Predators where they put the leaf in the water. It just keeps spinning and spinning and spinning.
The leaf in the water. Yeah, because the
Like-
magnetic field's all fucked up. God, can you imagine if the fire newts also somehow fucked up this place's magnetism?
You screwed.
But yeah, with that, Crim determines, okay, and he like carves an arrow with his tail while still staring at the iron filament. That's north. So if that means east would be this way.
Nice work, Crim. Nice orienteering. You've been quite inspired doing this. So I'll give you inspiration.
You know, you would have you probably would have fit in better with the caravans than I would have.
Man, this is a very trivial problem for a level 11 party.
All right, well, no time like the present. Onward,
Yeah.
Hope.
Let's make for that town to the east on the map if we can.
Eagle, it just goes to show that even when we're at level 11, sometimes the mundane answer is the right way to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
we all starved to death wandering this desert at level 11 because none of us took like utility spells.
How old is the map that they got? Like, how recent would they think that it is?
Like the map we're looking at right now.
Yeah, the map that the party's looking at.
It's given to by Huston and Gerdumble, right?
Yeah,
I think so.
I think so.
It'd be very
So it would
recent
be
then,
useful
like
enough
a
for
year or
trade
two.
routes.
Okay.
Yeah, a year or two.
Yeah.
All right, then. Yeah, I was just trying to think. Like, would they actually expect this town to be here, or would this be like a pre-scatter map?
Oh. Nice.
Definitely post scatter. As for if it's still there,
Ooh.
Probably
This
should
abandoned
be.
ghost town.
Maybe it was hit by a meteor. Who knows?
Tina looks back though, as she typically does. She likes to look forward, left, right, down, even upward. And she stops. This metalcraft, I mean, for all we know, it's the only of its kind. I'm sure it would fetch a good price to the right buyer, right? Why don't we bring some of it with us?
What you talking about
Bad
specifically?
idea, I guess.
Is that what you-
All the stuff made by the fire newts that had come from their world?
Oh yeah, I mean,
Oh.
Crim had gathered up some of the magical ones, and that's part of his inventory now. But if the non-magical stuff, he probably ignored.
We have a bag of holding
Yeah.
that should be able to fit a lot of the stuff, right?
500 pounds, I think, was its carrying capacity.
Okay. Nice to get something else out of this.
Well, if you offer the
Yeah.
bag, then she would help gather, say, 210 pounds of material and tradition of the strong alloys and crafted shapes of Basalt's fire newts.
Yes, we wanted this.
Oh, here,
And
wait,
this-
to keep it organized, let me do this. He produces a second bag of holding and puts that one inside the fur.
That's how we killed the final boss.
What were you saying, Boogle?
I suppose as we wander this barren, ashy desert, we're looking for direction in more ways than one. What the hell do we do now? As in
Keep
long
walking?
term. Long term, I mean.
Well, kind of wondering how Dev's doing. If we're all the way down here, didn't he go this direction?
Scrooge is a friend as well. Where
My
ghost
thought.
bodies could be found here. Sorry.
Well, for all we know, he could be in the Three Kings Mountains, or he could be in the Southern Moors. Just because we're on the other side of the world doesn't mean that we can just go and say hi.
I
True,
can
but
ask
we
him
can
if
at
you
least
want.
find a town and ask.
To the first town, then. A better setting to discuss long term, right?
Indeed. For a good drink.
Crim looks worriedly at the map. Yeah, that one might be a while.
Okay. Onward you go. So, you stomp without, I'm sure, some of your standard camping and traveling materials which you left behind on the wagon. Miles and miles and miles away now. Tina is nothing but a source of jubilation, and somehow that reflects in Hope's liveliness too. Like splashes her face with some water after clearing her throat against the ashy air, and then like turns and squirts some water at you playfully, Turner, and it splashes on your beak.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Turner just kind of like just gives like a look to Alex, like, how long?
Oh, long.
Cashmere looks. Oh, did you re-say something?
However long we have left till we get there, I guess.
Well,
He just takes a breath and lets it out.
let's be careful about water. I don't think we found any ever since we passed here.
And now
Who's
it's just
Alex?
now it's just gonna make this ash smudge against my feathers.
Although it might be good to clear your skin.
At least it blends
Can you
in.
breathe through that?
Feels good. We'll get by. What were you saying, Snap?
Cashmere looks unusually miserable with his ears down. He says, "Who even lives this far down here? This is terrible."
From what history has said, nobody. Not anymore, at least.
I'm sure
imagine
there was places
that.
in Bose.
Any of you know anything about that town we're supposedly heading towards?
Let's roll a history check, Nemo.
Yeah, Crim actually
idea.
reads all of. That's kind of his specialty, reading about locations and bows, because he thought for a while that he'd never be allowed to do that. So let's see.
My result is a 10
Has he ever
on the...
read about the? Why is this
die.
my nat 20?
Okay,
Oh,
never mind.
dang it.
Mine's only, I think, an 18, so...
Okay, this place that's marked on the map, Turner, you know it as Haven. You recall only that it's called the City of Hazard Pay. Whereas,
It's called Haven. Absolute
Yes.
irony.
and Crim, you know it as a dense urban sprawl, a place where you can choke on corruption and veiled, complex business relationships and the crazily interwoven streets. If you make it there and don't choke on the ash air that surrounds it.
So it survives still, as of more recent readings. Well, I mean, that's stupid, because this place has existed for like 400 years, so yeah, of course it would still be there.
What was the name of the rabbit town again?
Neighborby.
Never be.
So it's like Neighborby, but with lung cancer.
Yes,
Pretty much.
dropping up its own vitriol. And it will,
I mean, at least the pollution there has the decency to not, stick on you.
Turner's
Well,
just
if
like,
it's gonna be a place like
go first.
if it's gonna be a place like that, let's be careful about talking about ourselves at all, especially our money. Try to fleece us.
Turner's just like every few minutes, perhaps in vain, just like casting Presto on himself or someone close by if he can just see like a big collection of them. I imagine at one point like Cash's ears probably flicked as he felt just like a big bit of dust just fly off of it from it.
Very good.
we've already left too many bodies on the floor when that happens. Like he was lift up the cigar, just tosses it aimlessly. Oh, that's quite convenient.
You know,
That's
If you-
right.
for once you're almost improving a place. That.
Yeah, at this point, Crim, you'd probably see on Crim, his crystal white scales are just starting to look dotted, like bread growing mold because of all the ash.
It's like you're out of the coal mines. Sorry, I got
He
something
yearned
right.
for them once
Oh no.
as a child.
Keeps irritably rubbing at his gills.
After 3 hours of this, the novelty is certainly worn off, and the illumination is a bit more obvious where it's coming from, as the light level dips. Getting close to sunset. Tina has been quiet after the first hour. She's certainly not playful anymore. She's just looking ahead with a stiff back and no reins, but her hands one over the other on the back of Hope's neck. And another half hour passes. There's more of a slump to her neck. Her shoulders are up and tense. Must have been traveling a few miles now. And soon the day ends.
Heroes help us.
What's the temperature like in this place as it gets colder? I mean, as it gets to night, is it getting noticeably colder? Is it insulated and regulated?
Yeah, it's insulated. It stays almost the same temperature.
Well, so it's going to be uncomfortably hot at night. Understood.
It's warm, yeah.
Well, let's it's getting pretty late. I don't know if we can do anything too safe about that. It's been flatlands the whole time, hasn't it?
I think if we have to make camp, I'll have us covered. He'll just kind of like look for like maybe some place that has like some sort of like cover with like either some hills or something like that. And we have our new 6th level spell slots, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Turner will prepare to cast a wall of stone and just maintain concentration so that it can just solidify and stay there, and to where it's like enough to keep any ash from like coming in and just like floating over them, just to give them at least enough cover from it all.
Nice.
Give me a crossbow and a quiver, and I'd hold this place till doomsday. You can ask for better cover.
Yes, thank you.
This is the best I can do. Wait, actually, wait, hold on. Let me actually rescind that, because I just remembered that other. Sorry, I just remembered that other spell or that other feature that you gave me, Tal. Let me first check. Is the spell on the arcane?
Wall of Fire, good choice.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah, Tina, you remind me of.
Yes.
What's up?
Go ahead, Bill.
You remind me of the stories my parents told when they came back from their war. Smiling, flag waving high, content with the rewards of victory. And then the wonder.
Good. Yes, they should have been proud of what they accomplished.
Okay, I'm going to resend that, and Turner will instead try to find a place that is actually a lot more covered, and so they have.
You can't find anywhere covered. You can find some small hills, though.
Okay, he'll find some small hills and try to at the very least have them blocking it somewhat. And since it's an arcane spell, I will. Unfortunately, I'm going to overcast it, but since I think I currently only have a 6th level spell slot and some firsts. Oh no, I do have one 4th spell.
Right,
Fourth
what are you
spell
casting?
Slot. Leoman's Tiny Hut.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Fantastic. Get the ash away.
We'll have a reprieve of some actual fresh air, so long as I stay inside. So I'll have to regretfully skip my watch today.
I think you're more than earned it. Good man.
How many people can fit in that?
9, medium or smaller, but with Hope and Victoria. Well, one of the mountains would have to stay outside.
That's fine. We could set up a tarp for Victoria.
That, or they can just trade off every so often.
Yeah.
Can they just stick their head inside?
Yes, when you can move through the dome freely. Cool. So you cast and this dome appears, and after a few moments, the air becomes so much purer and better to breathe. And the dome itself begins to slowly gray. By the time you wake in the morning, it'll be almost opaque.
So in a way, we do get our natural cover.
That's a lot better, Wade says as he takes another swig.
Do not dare. If you light that inside, you are sleeping out.
I see one of those, Turner. Tina, if you don't mind me saying, now you remind me of me when I came back from my war. The silence, the listlessness. Something on your mind?
I am just so tired after the wave of jubilation I experienced. All is well.
I remember my first coffee as well.
I got a bad poker face, but I'll let it slide.
Let's say I need time to think.
I'll give it.
Adrenaline worn off?
Is it about what Alex was trying to convey before all this? About the future?
Maybe. I need time to think. That's all. I'm tired, like
Right.
I said. I think I'll go to sleep now.
All right. Well, you certainly have time here. Most of it.
Thank you. Wake me for whatever watch you decide. She goes on the far side of the dome, between Hope and the wall of the dome, and curls up.
Oh, I've had better nights than today, but I've also had worse. He like takes his backpack, like uses it as a pillow, like puts his hat over his eyes.
Who does the watch with Turner again?
I think it was me, right?
Character documentation. I'm trying to figure out where we listed that.
I guess whoever does that, I guess Tina would be replacing Turner. Is
Oh,
all that's
mhm.
going
yeah.
on
I
there.
guess it is Wade and Turner.
Works.
Okay. Turner can still at least be inside keeping watch, but or at least being there to listen. Any of you guys do anything during your watches?
Wait, just gonna to sit by, give her time.
Crim would have probably spent some time just doing little reading over of the bits of notes that he did bring with him on the ritual and stuff like that, just to keep his studies up. And once he runs out of that material, he'll probably start trying to do some experimentation with elementalism water, just in case it becomes relevant for a place like this.
Okay.
I think Alex has plenty to think about. It's probably going to be occupying him for the time being.
Cashmere will be practicing his techniques outside. He doesn't usually go out of his way to do that. But he's feeling a bit more thoughtful in that regard. And just feeling like he has to improve a little bit. Faster punches.
Interesting.
During
Okay.
during the time of his watch, Turner would actually would talk to Wade and then say, "Oh, by the way, Wade, I feel as if I should apologize."
Oh, so I can smoke?
Not for that, please. I was a bit,
Then what?
I was a bit callous when I was trying to make my point back in. What's that place called again, Tal? The
What's
plane.
that place?
The plane we were in.
Oh. Out of game it's called Basalt, but I don't think...
We know.
Yeah.
Okay. Back in that plane, I may have been a bit callous in making my point about trying to bring them here. I shouldn't have weaponized your past like that.
I think it's well learned. I've seen enough ashy fields like this for a lifetime. At least I didn't make this one.
Well, even still.
It still has me thinking. Yeah, I thought my last war would be what defined me. Yeah, but... I look back on that day, and I ask myself why I was able to get away with it. Ruining so many people's lives and just going home. Accolades and such, and I think, well, to show you my perspective, I think it was because the people whose lives I ruined did not have the power to force me to be accountable for my actions. I think the same story lies with these koi hunters. I believe we have the power to stop them, to get them to stop cajoling others, murdering them, and such. But if we look them in the eye and ask them to pay for their crimes, to show any actual repentance, what's to stop them from looking back at us and saying no? Because they're too powerful. I think.
Good.
Go on.
You do have more you're saying?
I think we'll end this war with peace, but I doubt we'll end it with justice.
Well, if paying for their crimes is what is most important, then perhaps we won't be able to reach that end. As long as we're able to put a stop to their machinations, that's, I think, what we are called upon to do. Is it not?
I suppose I blew up at Crim earlier when I accused him of all that. Should apologize.
Oh, who hasn't blown up at someone here?
Good point.
Well, perhaps Crim, but still.
I just hope that when the time comes, you saw how I was so aggressive to not Scroocha in that vision. I just hope when the time comes, we don't open our hearts to him, hear his plight, come up with some resolution that seems satisfactory in our minds, and wave him off with a smile while the dead still stay dead. I've talked to too many of that man's ghosts to let that happen. I think that's why I'm here.
Well, what would you do if let's say, God, I don't know if Crim is like necessarily the same as every Nemo character in that regard, but he probably is still like the most like pure one here, huh? Well, let's say the others are hit by the Crim virus, and you're outnumbered. Would you still try to take it into your own hands?
Well, I sure as hell can't beat you all, can I? I want to have justice for those who've done wrong, and I think that starts with myself at the end of this all. But I'll look back on you all fondly.
Well, how long do you think it'll take for your sins to be evened out? With everything good for the world you are doing? Or do you
For
think that's
Misozu to
impossible?
decide.
For what, sorry?
That's for Misozu to decide. As for myself, I'm not sure if I'll forgive myself. And so it goes. Sorry to let you listen on my rambling. You were saying?
I said all I needed to. I think we need to wake the others soon.
Yeah. God, I'm tired.
Ina shares this watch, but says nothing. Unclear if she's even listening.
My perception sucks, so I can't tell.
So the time comes, and you do pass it on. You could see what the morning brings, unless others wish to converse.
Nice catch.
Main thing would be in the middle of Crim, like using his finger to like swirl a bit of the water, trying to practice elementalism. Like, yes, I'm kind of working on that. He'll just check to see how Cash is doing, since he seems a bit more contemplative than usual.
Mother during their
alright?
watch. Oh yeah. Cashmere doesn't answer us first. At first, he's spending most of the watch practicing his technique, punching, kicking the air. He does seem pretty concentrated, but after a particularly hard punch, he turns to Crim, says, yeah, doing fine.
I know. And then Crim kind of looks at the water he's been fiddling with, and he's like, here, let me at least give you something to hit. And then he, like, floats the little bubble. It's all wobbly and clumsy. Here's your target. Let's just pass the time.
What does he make the water into?
It's just like a little sphere.
Oh, okay.
It's just his drinking, his dirtied drinking water.
Okay. Cashmere looks at it, puts his hands on his hips. Well, this isn't exactly hard to hit, Crim.
Oh, I'll move it. I'll try to, at least.
Can you show me how you do that? Like, how fast?
He kind of like moves it around. It's technically you can only move it like I think it's like 5 feet or something per 6 seconds, but that's fast enough to be a tricky target since it's so small.
He watches it and he gets an idea. And he reaches down, clumps up some ash in his hands. And he observes the water for a second. And then trying to think about what he'd do here.
Eats the air.
He just fires at it. And they just have a little bit of target practice. Crim gets to practice his elementalism.
Yeah.
And Cash gets to practice his fighties.
He's going to throw the ash at the water bottle. Let's see what
No,
happens.
it's not a water bottle, it's just a sphere of water.
Water bottle. Bleh. Bubble.
Oh.
Throws it at it. An attempt to basically pierce it right through. Trying to throw it fast enough.
It is
And
just
every
a
time he
droplet of
does,
water.
Crim kinda- Yeah, and every time he does, Crim kind of gathers it back together. And he's like, okay, I gotta be a little faster then, I guess.
Mhm.
What was I thinking, doing target practice with you? And they keep going at it.
This is the second time a Namo.
That's all I had.
This is the second time like a Namo character's been playing target practice for a monk.
Wow.
Cashmere doesn't have a hard time hitting it. But he's more annoyed that it isn't like staying together all the way through for some reason.
Well, he needs something to really punch.
Eventually he just he punches the water bubble. At one point. A little bit out of frustration, a little bit just out of whatever, I'm done.
Boy, you seem awfully focused. Are you sure you're alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Is this one of those things where usually you wander off to be by yourself for a bit? I'm glad you're not doing that anymore, but
Yeah. I was thinking about it earlier. Because, I mean, we're out of danger now.
we don't really know that. This place
know.
is easy to get turned around on. The danger's getting lost.
I know.
Imagine if there's some kind of ash storm.
It's just... I've never been down here. I've never been this far away from anywhere. It just leaves me thinking about a lot of things. Mainly,
Like?
what am I doing here? Pretty much.
Well, we kind of all have the same question there. Mostly because, we kind of just got tossed here from another realm. It happens.
It happens? I mean, I guess it does. I guess you do just go through another realm, end up on the other side of the continent sometimes.
Well, it only happened once to me so far, but who knows, right?
I'm just being whiny. Don't worry about me.
Do you need a hug?
Gives Crim a look. And then its expression softens a bit. You know what? Yeah. That's fine. A hug is fine.
Crim humors him and kind of approaches like a big old blanket when his wing goes over Cash. And like it slowly dawns on Cash that Crim is alarmingly strong with like the squeeze he does. He might get flashbacks to the carpet that tried to kill him, now that I think about it, but Crim doesn't realize this.
The carpet
Yeah,
needed a
there's all-
vacuum.
Cashmere is like realizing right then that yeah, Crim is that strong. He never even realized. Mainly because he always had like space to maneuver out if it ever came to that.
Mhm.
Wow. Thanks, Crim.
Sometimes a hug is all you need. Crim just beams a little.
It's a lot better hugs now than before he became this, right?
Yeah, my wings weren't that big.
Well, they're big now. Just gives him a pat on the shoulder and goes back to their watch.
Crim seems very accomplished. I got nothing else.
Me neither.
Anything particular on Alex's watch alone, or not?
Well, I mean, the fact that he's alone precludes a lot. But
Maybe he wants to talk with. Maybe he
He-
shares a watch with Tina.
no, she was with
Okay.
somebody else's watch.
She was with you and
Yeah, that could be
Wade.
changed, but no big deal. Sorry, to interrupt.
Could wake someone up if you want, but
No, everybody needs their sleep. But yeah, now that he finally has a little bit of quiet with not anything else to focus on except looking around, the gravity of what has just happened is not lost on him. Kind of pondering about how he's more or less rejected the role of destiny in his life, but does this mean anything? Did he misinterpret things? Did everybody misinterpret things? Was the prophecy ever real? If it was real, has it actually been fulfilled? Who knows?
yeah. No answers here. For all the gravity of what you've just done, you're just axolotl in this ashy wasteland with a bunch of other people. But who knows how things are back home right now?
Just wondering if he wants to find out.
All right. You all are able to get your full night's rest. Plenty of time for thought. Plenty more today. Again, eventually you're able to get that thing dangling, reaffirm your direction, although I'm sure you planted an arrow or something before going to sleep. And it's another morning of the same thing. Silvery, brown colored, almost like shrubs, like waist high at the most, dot the landscape, which is getting a little bit flatter, a little bit less rough. Occasional encounters with scurrying animals, and at one point, early in the morning, you see a couple of humanoids, some uplifted, you think, but you can't see their faces because they're wearing a covering of some kind. They approach out of the gloom, you start to see their silhouettes. They stop moving, maybe at the same time you guys stop moving, 80 feet away or so. It almost looks like there's this canister of some kind at the end of these masks they're wearing. Think gas masks. And they just start backpedaling away from your large party, back into the dimness.
Can Turner do a check with either history or Tinker's tools or something like that to try to guess what these things might be?
Sure.
Okay, would either work or a specific one?
Yeah, either one.
Same modifier. Okay. Only 11.
It's placed right at their mouths in an environment like this. Something to do with breathing or speaking?
So they're quite a ways off, right?
Yes.
Oh, this is
Kinda weakly croaks out. Wait.
Locals
they-
of course, quite unique sort.
Are they within 200 feet or 180 specifically?
Yes.
Turner will point at him. He'll kind of realize maybe it'd be better for White to do this, but he's already doing it. Kind of will point at one of them and say, we're not hostile if you are worried. Could you help us?
Both of you calling out, voices a little hoarse. Their silhouettes reappear and then become more colorful as they tentatively approach you to about 60 feet, to the point where you can make out the details of them, but they could still turn and run pretty easily if they wished. One, by shape, you'd guess them to be like an uplifted kangaroo or something with a more round posture, and the other is clearly a mole of some kind. And their face is, again, this black canvas with this circular, notched canister, and their voices are muffled. One calls out, does anyone speak Clomp, I think it's called?
Let's see.
Is that the Mule language?
Yeah, it's called Clomp. No.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh, Wade does. Yay.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
All right.
First time I used it.
Helpful.
Yeah, the mole starts speaking out and, as part of the language, sort of stomping the ground every now and then to add some rhythm and some emphasis that changes the meaning. It's a steady, boring kind of language. But she says, "How are you alive out here? You got no masks."
Well, probably won't be for long. We got flung.
She said in Clomp, Namo, if you don't.
Oh, right. Sorry, missed that.
Oh, sorry. Spell went wrong. Sent us here. We're not looking for trouble. Common?
Oh, I don't speak it. Do you speak it? And then the kangaroo, he says, "Yeah, I speak it. I'm wondering the same thing. How can you breathe? You must not have been out here for too long. You didn't come from Haven."
No.
Not
no,
well, I'll tell you that much.
We're looking for directions there, actually. Just make sure we're on the right track. But you said no
Sure.
gear. Those masks, like holding a rag over your face in a fire.
Yeah, it's crystal technology. It's a bit more complex than that, but that's the gist. It's like a rag and fire. So you want us to tell you how to get to Haven? What's your business there?
Surviving?
Not dying in the middle of an ash field.
Yeah,
that would be nice.
We had a spell that went wrong, sent us all the way over here. Good place to be, as you can see. No, we're just trying to get back to civilization.
Mole puts an arm with the huge claws on the Rue's shoulder, and they talk for a moment. And the Rue says, "Yeah, I guess it'd be a little rude to leave you to die out here. You're not gonna kill us. You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't take our gear. You wouldn't be traveling in a big group to kill workers like us."
Yeah, we not be having this pleasant conversation. If you're properly geared out, we could trade if we're going to be here for a while.
Do you have any extras on hand by any chance?
Oh, that's how you get robbed, by having extras of things, at least for those who have some moral compunctions. You haven't shot at us yet. You look like you're capable of doing so. So, logic says we trust him, right? The other one nods.
Fair enough. I appreciate your honesty.
Someone want to
If
insight
you're-
them?
Really uncomfortable with it. If you can just point us in the right direction.
People walk in circles around here. You can't orient on anything. We'd have to escort you. It's fine. Yeah, we're not that far. But maybe if, you made it worth our while. commerce is a big deal in Haven. But you wouldn't know that because you've never been there, huh?
How much is a typical escort?
50 gold? Yeah, 50 gold for a mile. Let's say we're about 10 miles. Mole like elbows him in the midriff. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. If you give us 10 gold, we'll be there in like an hour or two. It'll be good. How's that?
Fine.
Five, take
So I
her to
checked
leave.
that, but yeah.
Five, take her to leave it. Kidding.
Turner just tosses the platinum. He realizes it probably wasn't a good idea just to kind of like make that obvious, but he's just kind of like he wants out of here.
Kangaroo hops forward and makes a spellcasting gesture, and this gray hand appears, a mage hand, to catch it, and it brings it up to the kangaroo's face. It seems to be inspecting it through like opaque plastic. Yeah, all right. You guys walk in front though. Just circle around us, and we'll tell you if you're going too far left or too far right. Let's head out.
Whatever you need is as far as you can tell, we're not from here. And then Wade gives like a little knowing look to Alex. What's your read on him?
Have an idea of. I'll go ahead and make an insight check, but out of character, I kind of have a decent read on them already. I feel like.
Well, Wade looks. Maybe that read on them could get better.
Is that a bardic inspiration?
No, it's a request for Alex to use his telepathy features.
Oh, I see. Sorry.
Well, 21 through mundane means.
Okay. They seem motivated above all by survival. They're not comfortable with this situation, you should think. And they're pleased with the money. Yeah.
Good enough. Well, if you don't mind me saying, you know why we're here, but forgive me for my crashes, but why the hell are you guys out here?
We walk together to and from our shift. We're, I guess you'd call us miners. We work some of the, how do I put this in layman's terms? The floating rock islands have valuable materials in them. We gather them and come back. We're sort of there's a recent convoy, and our job is to stay behind them to make sure monsters, creatures, raiders, bandits, all those types don't catch the trail and catch them, intercept them.
It's always the hellholes with the valuable stuff, isn't it? All right, let us lead on then.
And off you go.
Somewhat. Yeah. Okay.
After about another hour of travel, where they initially are like constantly looking back and talking to each other as if making plan Bs, the air starts to thin. You get to see more detail of them. You can see like almost moving fog-like clouds of ash rather than just this diffuse blanket. And your view opens up further and further. After another hour, there's still a haze. It's still like, I don't know, Los Angeles or Chicago smog or something like that. But you could see mountains to the north. You can see the sun, just a white disk in the sky around more white instead of gray. You can see distant, larger shrubs, but nothing more like trees yet. And you come into view of Haven. Right. Haven. You see, let me get to Haven. As Crim knows, it is a dense urban sprawl. There's no wall. It seems its location enough serves as a deterrent. But you see a few towers with some people with masks on, keeping watch, holding spears, long-range weapons peeking out from over the little palisades at the highest watch area. And you see buildings, smaller ones, bigger ones, and huge ones with streets and streets of multiple levels. None of them are straight. They bend and combine and go between the buildings. You see people walking about. None of them have masks on, though. The air here is pretty good quality. It came on more quickly than the general thinning because it curved around this mountain here that I'm pinging. That sort of acts as like a windbreak or some other meteorological phenomenon. And in the center of the town, you see, distantly from here, there's a high tower, the highest thing, and this lilac-shaped crystal or something else that's gleaming brightly in the middle is like a beacon of purity. Question so far?
Quite the oasis. You said, Alex, we were looking for a tree, was it?
Funny things I can use, but yeah, that would do it.
I wish I could say you never find a wretched hive of scum and villainy, but that's not true.
As you enter the vicinity of the city proper, they take off their masks, revealing, like you suspected, a mole person and a kangaroo person. And they kind of do little hops instead of walking. It's cute. And there's ash and flecks of cooled lava coating your bodies and clothes. Your equipment yearns for polishing and sharpening. And the way you had to walk in this sifting ground made your feet extra tired. And of course, you're hungry for a proper meal. Tina and Hope are just following silently at the back of your group. As they take off their masks, say, well, we're here. Thanks for the money. And welcome to Haven. Do you need a pointer of where to go? You probably do. You might get jumped or caught in some pyramid scheme if you don't know where you're going.
Yeah,
no, us.
The inn. It's gotta be an inn, right?
Yeah. Go to the Dirty Job. It's a tavern. That one. And points at like the second floor of the city. You see a really large building with flickering lights within and sound of raised voices and cheer.
Much appreciated. Thanks for the Haven hospitality. He takes like 5 more gold coins and just like flicks them over to them. Don't talk about us, please.
They don't quite have the dexterity to catch it. One of them catches it with a mage hand, but then they get on the floor.
Also, where can we find those? How expensive are they?
If you don't work for Aeronite Industries, I don't know. It's sort of proprietary. Ask around. Just make sure that what you're buying actually has a piece of the breath crystal, and you don't get cheated.
I don't think that'll be a problem.
Okay.
So they're mining potassium superoxide.
Oh my god.
Toodaloo.
See you around. I can show you some fine respirator pictures of me at work. It's a good time. But back to civilization.
Also, you all take 5 points of necrotic damage.
Ow!
Yay!
Oh, wait, it just hits us at once. Oh, ow!
Did
Hey,
would
my necrotic resistance finally came up.
Yeah.
before you dock your HP, would we have had temp HP from the rest?
Oh yeah. Here, I'll add. Here, take those. Thanks for the reminder.
Related. Was that an intermediate rest that we just got?
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
guys, if we short rest here again, you'll have lost no HP.
Pop a squat in the middle of a random street.
Yeah. Honestly, like, we feel completely fine walking through the action, then as soon as we get into town, it like hits us like a gut punch.
It's just like, oh, I'm suddenly afflicted.
That's like, I didn't know I was losing my vitality, but here it is.
I mean, yeah, like 4 damage, commoners absolutely would have just died.
Shit, that's right. One day out here would have done you in.
Yeah. Well, like a nice sleep in the inn, and then we to try and hightail it back to the van or to to the cart, or are we gonna make lemons out of lemonade here?
Well, unless there's some business keeping us here, I would feel more at rest if we were back at Alex's home.
Can't think of any reason we have to stay around here other than to pick up certain supplies I need to get us out of here.
What are you looking
I haven't
for?
found a single tree yet.
Tina lets out a sound she's never made before, and does not elaborate, just like a huh reason.
Well,
To the
I
tavern
can-
then?
A classic.
We either need to find a tree, or if I can get a hold of some holy water, I can make use of that too.
Sounds good.
I'm not sure to do the right type of holy here.
Yeah, I can't see many spiritual folks being here to begin with. But you never know.
With Crim and Turner's prior history checks, we didn't do one on the actual town, did we? Or no, actually we did. With Crim's Nat 20, let us know what type of like deities might be here, or like worshipped here.
Yes. Crim could encyclopedically rattle off Joaquin, Talona, Miracle, Mask, Lyra, and Ilmater as the favored deities, but chiefly Joaquin and Talona.
Do they tend to be like where on the moral spectrum?
Roll a religion check.
I'm gonna guess one of them is like the god
17.
of commerce or some shit.
Like miracles,
yes,
like
Joaquin.
the god of death or something.
Yeah. Joaquin is the god of commerce.
Wait, Talona's familiar, isn't that?
Yes, and Talona is the lady of poison, the mistress
Oh,
of
God.
disease. Someone,
Yeah, that
you
again.
don't necessarily worship them like, haha, I hope my enemies all get tuberculosis. But also like, oh gosh, I sure hope I don't get tuberculosis.
Yeah, it's the same reason like Stalers would pray to Poseidon, so to speak.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
spare me,
I-
please.
I should worship her. I'm ordering a fucking respirator on Amazon. All right.
So I got a 17. Do we think that we could actually acquire holy water from one of these places?
Holy water is holy water. No matter who blessed it, I think.
I genuinely don't know, so I don't know if you have to actually get it from like a good deity or if like an actual like evil god could actually give you holy water.
I think it's also generally fairly common adventuring gear.
Yeah. I think just someone who's connected to a deity that is invoking a power that is beyond boast to sustain itself within water. It's common, but it's potent, I guess,
Got
no
it.
matter what the source is.
I need it myself.
Okay, you go to the tavern?
Tavern we go.
Tavern you go. You pass, as you start heading in, you see another small party of people, like 500 feet to the north, coming in to this relatively demarcated dome of pure air, all taking off their masks, like breathing it in, as some other people get ready to head out, putting their masks on. Everyone here is sort of has a weathered appearance to them, dirty, grimy, much like you all are now. It seems people don't make great effort to clean themselves up because, you're just buying yourself time. You hardly hear any common at all. In fact, you probably don't, as you make your way there. Clomp, clomp, clomp is the language. You see shady figures in alleys. You see small shrines and marks of less savory deities like Merkel, Mask, Talona. But no one's, trying to sell you snake oil or picking fights. People are keeping to themselves and their small cliques.
Soldiers in the war for industry. As they say, you either get a job that kills you very fast or very slow.
And on a lot of clothing and buildings, you see Aeronite Industries. Seems to be a big name here. You see it on industrial equipment. You see it on some metal girders. But then you've made it to... Right, the dirty job
It's kind of like
I'm
a
so
bit
excited.
of like a quandary because like I think the idea of exploring this place is pretty cool, but like there's no in character hook to keep them here right now.
Well, we're in a tavern. Don't count your chickens.
True.
Indeed.
Not to
Yeah.
mention, it would be worth gathering info for like the dev pass by, things going on here, in general, time problems that are happening, which seems to follow us wherever we go, that sort of deal. So there's stuff.
You push through the wooden doors, little bell jingles. It's a lot quieter now than it was when you heard voices and a little song raised in cheer as you were approaching. It seems like something has just begun to happen. You see on stage a... where was I? One moment. Right. A late 40s Alaskan rabbit with short ears and a nose just like Cashmere's. Smoky brown fur, black about the face. It's Garl from Gurdumble.
Oh,
He is center stage, a place where normally there would be performers, bards, whatever, enlivening the tavern, drawing in customers and coin. There's a few other travelers behind him. They're all looking grimy, as you are. And Garl has a bit of a disaffected posture, like leaning against the wall, a little bemused, holding a conversation with a somewhat rapt audience. And the audience here, they're blue-collar workers. You see, like, a bunch of pickaxes, you see a bunch of backpacks and gear. It looks like they're about to head out to some shift or some mine. And as usual, feel free to interrupt, but Garl says, not noting you guys' entrances yet. Oh, let me get his voice. Right. You don't get it yet, Clinic. Your next shift isn't working for Aeronite Industries anymore. It's working for Scroocha. This new boss goes on long enough, and we're all metal bars on his anvil. The Allegiance owns Karifi. They own the big businesses now. They dictate what goes where and when, and he gets interrupted by some mole guy. It's still Bose, Wanderer. They're talking in common. This is our home, our mines, our businesses. Even if Scroocha and the Koi call some shots 1,000 miles away. There's some nods. Garl returns. Maybe. Maybe for now. It's been a few weeks. I've already heard about the deaths at the Sandswent slaughter. The control the Allegiance has over the Seeker's vaults. Surveillance. Newly including Tornor. That's not too far north. These big changes haven't reached Haven yet. They're due any day now. And understand this. They're only the start, I reckon. Some people in the audience dissent. This is still a mining town. Queen Baltimore has the power here. Someone else says, the mob has the power here. There's some nervous laughter from some of the audience. But some people are nodding along with Garl. Go ahead.
Cashmere, in the midst of this, he did notice that it was his dad. He didn't believe it at first. He cringes visibly, crossing his arms and scrunching up against the wall.
Is he trying to hide?
A little bit.
Can you blame him?
Oh, no,
Whisper. He whispers to Turner, how is he even here? I don't.
Wait, is that him?
I think it's him. Yes. No, I know it's him. Of all places. Ugh.
I didn't have the pleasure of meeting him. Is he with? Did he say he's working with Scroocha?
He's still whispering, when I met him, I didn't see much in him. So you know what? I'm not too surprised. I'm not happy, but I'm not surprised either.
people near you. Yeah, Garl guy's right. The winds of change are blowing. Other people are nodding along as Garl starts speaking again. Actually, other people are saying, yeah, the cultures are being forced to change. Boy, being consolidated, it ain't good. We all have to submit to protocols. And then Garl continues amid this outcry of like, what are we going to do? What can we do? Leave. Straight up. That's what we're going to do, he says, gesturing to the other people on the stage. And you should too. Nobody will force you, though. Hear me out. What are your options? Hide? Good luck. Stay and fight the Koi when they come for you? We're getting more and more news how that plays out. And power to those that try, honest. But if we want to safely preserve our cultures and our freedom, our lives, leaving's the only option. I refuse to see what the Koi allegiance will do, and I ain't gonna comply with or combat them now. And more questions are raised. Many are dissenting sort of stubbornly. Many are engaging with this, addressing his questions. It's just a hubbub. It's easy to fade into the shadows, like Cashmere.
If you ain't gossiping after work, you ain't having fun. Seems those guys have finally made their way back here.
Oh, snap.
Oh, Cashmere just saying. He must have just went the opposite direction we went. Right? Now that I think about it, we're not even that far away from Mamelon and Zozo, are we?
Still a few hundred miles at least.
Yeah.
They gain turf quickly.
So to be clear, his dad was basically trying to convince all these people that they just need to pack up and leave and to basically just stay themselves. Is that what was kind of the gist of what he was trying to do?
He didn't seem very motivational. It's more like, leave, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Nobody will force you.
But how could they leave the 5 people of this town? They can't leave all this. As he gestures around to this decrepit-ass bar in this ashy city.
Crim
Hey,
will actually go. Oh, okay. Crim will actually murmur to the others, if they're so desperate that they leave here after choosing to stay here all this time, where would they even go?
That's what I was wondering.
I don't know if we should let them talk like this. Maybe we should try to step in.
Cashmere, what game do you think he was playing at? Basically, I'm suggesting like roll an insight check to like try to glean what the motivation of his little speech there was.
Yeah, I can do an insight check, sure. He will observe his father to see what his intentions are. 21.
Come on. He really didn't seem like he was trying to convince anyone. You gather this conversation may have started like, oh, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing here? And it sort of escalated to this, explain your philosophy and why you're doing this stuff to all these people who feel so differently to you. You would think he's motivated by the same thing he seemed motivated when you talked to him a couple moons ago. Like, travel, don't get attached, just see the world. No point risking your life for things.
Yeah. Cashmere would just shrug, like still crossing his arms. Like, I don't know, I barely know the guy. All I know is that he's flighty. Flighty enough to not take care of his own son. But,
Neglected or not, seems our best chance for information, as regrettable as it may be. We'll step up a bit and like, yeah, just order a quick drink, take a seat, like a few seats each way on the bar or whatever this inn.
Yeah.
Those Koi already made their way here. Guys are moving fast.
You sit down next to an avian, some kind of eagle. Plumage is all gray. Who knows? She says,
Who knows? God.
"Who are you? I don't recognize you.
Yeah, just folks traveling for business, enjoying the wonderful hospitality of this town. And quite pleasant.
Welcome, welcome. We appreciate your business. Or the mob does. Yeah,
Sounds like you got competition.
I don't know what this Joker is. Trying to convince people to leave rather than cave to the new boss orders that are no doubt coming. I mean, I'm tempted. I'm tempted. I've heard other whispers, but never so overt as what he's saying today.
Do you have half an idea what he's talking about? We've been out of the loop for a while. In particular, the mob aren't the ones doing massacres in Sandswind.
I mean, that's sort of old news. Which way you come from?
North.
Yeah, just got turned around, I suppose. Best way of saying it.
Oh.
We kind of like Pac-Man loot down here.
Yeah, that was like half a moon ago. Regardless, yeah, farther north you go, the more dangerous things are ever since Koi Allegiance stuff spread. What can you do? Maybe this girl's right.
Crim will, while this is going on, Crim will kind of, look around and try to figure out, based on conversations or papers or calendars, what date it is, just in case.
You look around, and there seems to be some type of news press situation going on. You see a few copies of black ink on white parchment. And looking at it, well, that can't be right. That does seem to be a date. One that hasn't come yet. It says it's the 14th of the third summer moon, 171 AS. And that would be 1 moon and 16 days after the day you entered Basalt.
Crim kind of makes a little rumbling sound that the party would know as a draconic wine, as he slowly takes a sample of it and morosely approaches the others and pushes it forward to show them. He uses his claw to put a little indentation around the date to encircle it to show them.
Turner's eyes just kind of widen as he sees that, and they had an idea that time flowed a bit differently in the other planes, but God, they were in there for an hour at most, if that.
Oh the gods. No, rest for the wicked.
I wonder.
Turner,
all this
roll
info's
an
spreading.
intelligence. Sorry, Turner, roll an intelligence check, please.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not a great roll, but I think I'm gonna resolve that. 17.
17. You quickly do some mental calculations. Okay, how long were you there? Assuming it's a stable formula, one to the other between the planes. And you realize, from the Fire Newt's perspective, there's hardly any time at all between the attacks on Bose.
That's kind of what I just figured.
Yeah. Which means that for them, they constantly attacked. That was just a thing to do.
No wonder.
You also notice as you return and bring this newspaper thing, Crim, Tina's gone, but you would catch her tail as she goes upstairs. She's got a key in hand. Seems she's already got a room.
Yeah, Crim will note that to the others if they ask.
Well, go get some rest or go up for some more awkward family chat. Sorry, Cash.
You
Actually,
you go on ahead if you want. I'll talk to him eventually. Eventually.
Well, we just woke up, so I'm not ready to quite go to sleep yet, Crim.
No, Crim would have been like wandering, like just trying to be discreet as a giant crystal white dragon could be. As he's starting to like understand that he can sometimes get a vibe for what a society is like. In some ways, based on what things they might be carrying around, like the density of magic items that people may have. How magical is just the random people around here on average? Does like everyone seem to have a trinket for like dispelling ash or something like that, or is it like everyone mundane?
Yeah. There's magic coming from every mask, which is on belts, over shoulders, like on vest pockets. Seems like everyone has
Makes
one.
sense.
But yeah, the equipment they all have too for whatever jobs they're doing. Which some of it's strange equipment. There's like a lot of rope. There's a lot of unusual contraptions. But then there's also the stuff. Oh, this is break rocks. This is for collecting rocks.
Yeah.
But there's also weapons. There's also bandanas. There's also earrings. There's a lot of magic in the air. This is a place
This is a high
where,
magic
despite its
area, then.
appearance, there's money for sure. And the people here, they look tough. They look like they wouldn't
I know he's a
keel
dragon,
over and
but he
die
does not
to
have
five.
many cents.
5 necrotic damage would be not a problem for most.
That makes sense. Crim will kind of remark to the others, there's a lot of magic here. Just doing a walk around a plain old tavern? These guys are hardened. Guess it makes sense, but... Jeez.
Hard world brings hard folk, I suppose.
Anyway,
One goes.
good thing we didn't rest down there, or we might have been gone for a while.
More murmurs
I'm
as they're
gonna write my
talking.
parents.
The sea folk are already doing it. They've got a winning strategy. Just separate from this whole Koi allegiance stuff. Like, yeah, we'll just leave. I mean, sooner or later, Aeronite Industries will probably be taken over, and then they'll have us delivering stuff into Scroocha and his cronies' hands. The other person's like, is that a bad thing? I mean, they're the new rulers. There's fractured opinions here.
That last thing caught Cashmere's ear so hard that he did a double take with his ears straight up. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to him sooner than later.
At that, Crim will also look at the others and say, look, they're gonna get distracted if I say something, but I really want to say something here. We gotta sway this. At least try to get something so they can consider resisting or giving Scroocha a hard time. We're already, like, a month behind.
Yeah, it could help, but it would also be good to keep our cover here. Who knows how many loyalists are in this place?
Judging by the chatter in the room, seems like thoughts will need to be thought upon further in quiet and among more trusted friends, but about a third of people here are like looking neutrally or not along with what Garl is saying, this casual demeanor. Someone's like, yeah, it'll be like a second Exodus. Garl's like, yeah, it's got a good ring to it. Yeah, we'll call ourselves Second Exodus. Let's start a movement, if you care.
Cashmere's then... Okay, I'm going. You guys can come along if you want. He starts walking off towards Garl.
Colonel tag along.
Yeah, sure, why not? I think if we want to put a stop to this, we should go from the top down. Meet the Prez, maybe.
Garl's looking with almost a bored expression, but a little smile. Seems like a friendly bloke, you know, and he sees you casually, he looks away, and then he sees you again, and his whiskers turn down in a frown, his ears go upright, he immediately becomes more tense.
Cashmere's standing there with his hands in his pocket, like slouched, ears down.
Hey, Silky... Cashmere.
Did you forget my name?
Bryony mentioned it once or twice. It's been a while.
How long exactly? Since we met, you mean? Sorry.
Like the beginning of summer, wasn't it?
What time is it now?
Beginning of autumn?
Okay. Hey, Dad, by the way.
Yeah. Hey, you here to join Second Exodus?
No, I don't even know what that is. And then he sits down. What's this about an Exodus? Sorry, I'm out of the loop. I've been doing other things.
Yeah, he notices all you guys again. You're still traveling together. Let's get a table. Done fielding questions. Hey, I'm done fielding questions. Give it some thought. We'll probably leave in the morning.
Pleasure to see you again, sir. It's been a hot minute, as they say.
Always nice to meet fellow
Made a
travelers.
glare.
So, second Exodus. I take it the first one referring to the scatter.
Yeah, I guess that's the idea of that. That ensure whoever that was in the audience. It's a clever name.
Oh, we all came back eventually. So yeah, seems like it's been a hell of a dilemma here. What the hell's the Queen doing about this? You mentioned Queen. What's her face? Well,
And what are you doing here, Dad?
I'm new in town. Queen Baltima, I guess. They have a little monarchy in this wonderful place. I don't know. I'm just stopping for supplies, honestly. Don't think I'll be going any more west. But from the news we're hearing, I think we'll head to, geez, I don't know. Where's nice this time of year?
Anywhere not here.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
we
hate it
could.
here.
Gotta be a port where Hayek Flats becomes sea, or haven't been that south before. Get a ship. Maybe we'll find the minor continent and maybe we could colonize that place. It's better than what this place is becoming.
with all due respect here, when he takes another drink, I need a bit more tips for politics, but you know they're not gonna stop. You know that.
Maybe I'll be dead by the time they've got a hold on me. Anyone tries to control what I do, where I go, tells me how I gotta live, that's where I draw the line. I don't get worked up about much, but I'm worked up enough to actually say something to people like this.
Go on.
When he says that, Crim briefly glances at Cash and his father and is like, and he, even with his 8 wisdom, he realizes, yeah, he's never going to mention what you just thought to Cash.
Cashmere, meanwhile, is like cringing again, like rubbing the back of his neck, like.
If you don't mind me asking, we've been out of the loop, as you said, for the last well, apparently a month. What all has Scroocha and his cohorts been up to since then? Since, let's say, I don't know if you listen to if you paid attention to the SHL business, but their last incident there.
Nah. Did hear about that. I think it's still ongoing. Might head up there one day. Well, what am I saying? It's like Karifi lands. Can't really go there now.
Too many koi?
Yes, allegiance business. Thought it was a joke at first. Big announcement. We run the show now. Whatever.
Oh,
but
yeah.
It's real.
I think, aren't we there for that? Yeah.
Yeah, put some in a point roll.
Yeah,
Gotten around.
We happened to see it at the same time.
Wow.
Well, they were chased off there, though, so... But apparently they came back, and they were successful this time?
Yeah, they, the deal breaker really, put him in.
Deal breaker. That's a cool name.
It is, isn't it?
I'd like to meet those guys one day. Bring a lot of joy to people, I'm sure.
And they've been expanding from city to city, controlling allegiance, I suppose.
How far do they spread?
Exactly. And, I haven't been up there lately, so I might not be the best person to ask. But yeah, they started this Koi allegiance. They've got this magical mark that proves they are who they are, something like that. People who are Koi say, come on down, join our ranks. If you don't, we'll find you. And if you still won't join our ranks, won't be Koi no more. And again, people thought they're just uplifted folks like you or I with some special gifts from who knows how or where or why. And then the battles happened, and that slaughter up in Sounds went when there was a bit of a resistance. The details are scarce, but there were strange powers used that don't make sense. And now they've started putting out orders. They control the news that goes, what is called the highway, the low way, whatever that news organization is in Karifi. They send people, part of the allegiance, their eyes and ears, to towns to ensure they're following the rules, following the protocol. It's like, if you don't obey, word gets back to Skrucha, and your town might not be so happy in a little bit. And if you kill the messenger, they'll know. Same outcome.
What are they having these towns do? What's this protocol they have to follow?
So far, give me one sec. Allegiance.
It's making me think of Negan from Walking Dead. Don't know if anyone here has read or watched that, though.
Surprisingly, I know about that.
So let's see. They've suspended the new Medley's operations in Karifi. The government up there. The current and future legislation's cleared by Skrucha. There's a curfew, I guess you call it. No use of underground transportation. No gatherings more than 10 people. No meetings allowed of powerful businesses and people. They got blocks and monitoring on the Seeker vaults. It's like they call it Colomone's vaults now. I don't know why. But as to your question, so far it's been just about having their fingers in places. Like, you tell us what happens here. You tell us about your trade, your numbers, what's going on. You don't do anything strange. And the deputies, the Legion's deputies that are going on the trade routes to the towns, the places of business, you just have to respect them. And there's more that's on the way to those places. Any of Skrucha's requirements and edicts, they're coming. They've been warned.
And the savages won't stop till they got their claws in everything.
So
They'll make it to a hellhole like this.
Skrucha is just in charge now? Just like that?
Yeah, turn company man.
Now, yeah, people tried to stop him. You can't, I guess. He's got that power that makes him untouchable. Can't even tie him up. And once people started dying, important people who stood against him, or their families were threatened, I mean, I guess at that point you obey, right? Or you leave. That's what I'm doing.
Where's their influence spread so far?
Do you know if they've Do you know if they reached up into Ipsar?
Oh, I don't know, but there's that university. I'm sure they've made contact at least. I'm sure there's a deputy there. I've heard that they've got people in Tornor, and there's this surveillance network that's being piloted. I don't know exactly what that looks like.
How about Neighbor B?
Oh, probably. It's like the whole northern half to different degrees. Not everyone is just letting it happen. But I'm sure the Allegiance knows the goings-on, roughly, of all northern boasts.
Yeah, this whole town seems conflicted. I take it the Queen's not taking too well to it.
Don't know. I've been here like 2 days.
And you're already starting a movement, huh?
I guess.
Yeah, well,
I'm just welcoming
Take
the
a-
like-minded people to follow me and trying to knock some sense into these very stubborn, stupid heads.
take him for someone who knows. Eventually, you're gonna run out of places to run.
Hasn't happened yet.
It will. Just give it time.
Good one.
But wait, like holds his glass up for like toast.
I roll my eyes in and out of character.
A couple of people brought him beers of some kind, and he grabs one of them and plays with you. Wait.
Yeah, to the world going to shit.
Yeah, to that world. Our world.
Crim awkwardly holds up a glass, but when Wade says that, he kind of hastily brings it down and just shakes his head disapprovingly.
I'll fucking drink to that.
And hey, if you know someone who could be coy, report it. Urge them to present themselves to Scroocha. You're not dooming or condemning them. In fact, you could be their ticket to better understanding our vision and blah, blah, blah. I'm sure you've heard it already.
Of course.
You're not resisting at all. Crim finally breaks his silence.
Oh.
If that's what you're going to spread around, you're just helping.
Helping? Saving them. If they stay, they're not working for their company, they're not working for livelihood, they're working for whatever reason the Allegiance has for them.
Yeah, to dominate. All they want is control. If you don't give it to them, sure, they'll fight you for it, but... What, you're just gonna let him dominate the whole continent? Maybe further? Whatever's out there? What right does he have?
He doesn't have any right. But it's not so much us
They don't
letting
grant it
him,
to him.
so much as it is him doing it. I'm just Garl.
He's still just one person. He can't dominate everything. Even if he's invincible, he can't be everywhere.
Well, this town seemed pretty tough. I bet if they tried to put up a resistance, they could.
We just need someone to rally them.
You definitely tell some... Go ahead.
Cashmere has been like looking into his drink this whole time, thoughtfully. Finally asks, "Are there any koi around here that you know of?" I mean, you've talked to a lot of people, right?
You could definitely tell some people are eavesdropping, listening at the surrounding tables, especially once Crim started talking, dragging, etc. Me? No, I'm not one. If I did, I would leave them to their business. It's their lives. Not Scrooch's.
You haven't heard of many around here at all?
Came into that.
No, these days, if you're a koi, you're not in the Allegiance, you are incognito or dead.
So, it could be anybody here.
It could be any one of us.
Sure. I don't know if there's a way. I sure don't know how to spot one. It's not like it
Actually-
was a moon ago.
Someone we knew a while back. An otter by the name of Devron. Yes, I know, super common name, but I'm pretty sure everybody knew exactly who you were talking about when you said that. Any idea
What
where... Heard anything about him?
the hell is he doing about this?
Sorry. So something stupid. I mean, I passed a river otter on the way in here. His name's probably Devron, statistically speaking, or Devi or Devo, you know. I've met a million of them.
What do you look like?
Let's see, brown fur, big whiskers, a muzzle like this. He like slaps her shoulder and seems like he's getting a little intoxicated. I don't know. He had a dark air about him. Everyone here is gloomy, though.
Well, pardon the stereotype, but otters typically aren't.
That's true.
You said you passed him recently?
Yeah, this morning. He's buying some victuals to travel with. He was buying some supplies too. It's like 2 hours ago. It's just some guy.
Usually are.
Just another Duran.
Well, what are you gonna do after this, Dad?
He looks at Crim and looks back at you. Leave. Where? I don't know. I'll talk to some of the people I've been traveling with, and hopefully some people here will see the light and join too. Could use some local opinion. We sure ain't going north. I don't really want to go back to Masozu, though. Not sure yet.
Well, I'm pretty positive we're going north. We came from that way. And we gotta head back.
All right. You sure you don't? I mean, why are you heading back? If I may
Oh.
ask.
I guess you wouldn't know, but unfinished business. That's all.
And Cashmere usually sticks by his commitments.
Yeah. See, he knows.
I hope that business is worth finishing. None of you are coy, right?
Heavens forbid.
Yeah, don't answer that, actually.
Kedra
looks
was
around.
Kedra was considering it, but no, he just shakes his head.
Well, as long as you aren't, and you don't know anyone who is, don't think you'll be bothered. Yeah, if you ever change your mind, I guess you can't find me very easily. It's all kind of my thing. Well, good luck.
We could if we needed,
You know,
but
for someone who's so dedicated.
I'll just finish my thing
Go
real
ahead.
quick. We could if we needed, but I don't know if that'll be the case.
For someone who's so dedicated to just leaving, you seem pretty focused on telling everyone to follow you.
Hey, honestly, they started it. Said what I was doing. These people are like not on my wavelength, or many of them weren't. And then a debate kind of started.
And then you tell us all the things that we should be doing to warn people to not stand up to this tyrant who's trying to take over all of Bose.
Hey, he gestures at the stage. It's all yours, my friend. I care a little bit. I care enough to put a bit of an effort. Like I said, I want these people to keep their lives, their freedom, their what makes them who they are. If no one follows me, it's no fur off my back.
Is it really freedom if you're forced to run?
You know what? Crim, he held up his hand. It's fine. You go do your own thing.
I'd be up for a little bit of sleep in that inn. That's calling for me.
He pushes one of the other ales someone bought him in front of you, Crim. You need it.
What's it called again? Liquid courage?
Profession.
Crim downs the whole thing. The whole jug. In one gulp.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh. Well.
$23.
Okay. You will begin to become tipsy, but you are in control of your faculties fully.
No
And
flying
before
though.
we progress, yeah, no flying under the influence. I think we have to take a break. See, we're getting over
Yeah.
halfway.
Okay.
All right, we'll be back in about 10.
Yeah, after that, just reminder on the resolution of my role after,
Oh,
because
yeah.
I have something I'll be leading up on that. Break time!
Break time!
Welcome back to Personal Ideology Debates, session
no.
55.
Politics in my D&D.
No. I'm just thinking about things. History.
God, the cat is going
Okay.
crazy right now.
So, in answer to your question posed in Foundry chat 15 minutes ago, breaking the fourth wall for a moment out of game. This is a young world where global political history is very little known beyond Syndia and diversity and what tried to happen before the scatter that everyone pretty much knows. You could probably make some in-character political, intuitive, or intellectual leaps. Oh, what would this style of government need? How does this work? Like, what tools would they have? What effects would this have? But no, there's never been anything that's North Korea or Russian-style political government on a large scale.
But on a localized scale, has there ever been word of an oppressive regime of some kind? Surely, right?
Yeah, there have been historically oppressive regimes all over, here and there.
Yeah, I mean, and Mamelon's kind of like halfway there.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
was thinking too.
Yeah, that's true. Nothing that on this scale, but yes.
Yeah.
Definitely on a much smaller scale, there was like the stuff in Apex Woods where there was like ethnic wars there with the wolves and the tigers and stuff.
Ultra small scale, but yeah.
Mhm.
Man, why
That's
are the
more tribal
oppressive
warfare.
regimes always the bad guys? Just kidding. Sorry.
Just be careful, Crim. I got half my drink left. I don't want to see this bar stained with blood.
That's just what you call propaganda, Tal.
No, it's not.
I'm
No.
kidding.
Hang on.
I'm kidding. Please don't take me seriously.
Okay, so upon like everyone's kind of like starting to mumble around and looks like they're getting ready to rest, Crim just took a huge ass swig of an entire jug of alcohol, calling it liquid courage. And I don't think he's usually had alcohol, so he really doesn't like that taste. But he works it. He deals with it, and then he gets up from the table and he's like, "All right." And then he starts walking decently steadily because he had a good con save to the stage.
Walk up on the stage. Eyes follow you in the gloom. Well,
Crim, what are you doing?
you look at this
Much.
insular community, which pretty much the only thing you have in common with them is that some ash is on your flesh. They're ready to hear what you have to say.
As a Turner, probably among the first to notice he's walking, he kind of just mutters back, just giving a little bit of light as he walks to the stage.
He's not gonna become really bright, is he?
He's gonna metaphorically or whatnot.
And then as Crim gets to the stage, he looks at the crowd before him, realizes he just did that, somehow has enough metal flavor-wise from my little roll of not getting stage fright from that. He will then say, "I know you just heard a speech about giving up and running away. And as someone who just got here all the way from Ilio, Yes, I know, a big surprise. I wanted to tell you that just giving up is what they want. In scattered parts of Bode throughout history, there's always some rulership or regime or society that tries to clamp down on people to say there's no point in fighting back. There's no reason for you to go against what's established. Just keep your head down and be safe. Well, guess what? It's what they want. You guys are tough. I've been here for like a day and I see how tough you are to live in a place like this. Why are you rolling down now? Do more. Give them hell. Make it
Here.
He's only one person. Can't be everywhere. Figure it out. Figured out living here. What's this guy? And then he starts.
Wait, why don't you go give him a hand?
Yeah.
Some people are murmuring already, but to make an impression initially here, with disadvantage, can you roll either persuasion or intimidation?
Hell yeah,
Boy.
what kind of intimidation?
It would have to be charisma.
Understood. It's still a +3. With disadvantage. Ooh. What happens if
wait. I'm gonna neutralize that.
I'll
Okay.
skip the second roll I did. Because that is that how it works? If I just ignore the second
Yeah, just do the
roll
first
and I
one.
remember my first?
Yeah, fine.
Okay, if that's the case, thanks to being neutralized by Turner, take resolve for that.
I already have it, but thanks. Or actually, no, I did use it.
That
1 second
turns what?
Attack the cat. BRB.
Yeah, go. The cat is causing trouble.
Oh no!
She's going a little
A
crazy at
cat
the moment.
is causing trouble in Lego City.
Hey!
Sorry, the cat's neutralized. Okay.
Galleon.
That turns what would have been a 7 into a 22.
Nice.
Charisma-based
Wow.
intimidation. Will saved my ass.
As Turner's magic levels the playing field in this tavern. Yeah. People don't see you as this strange creature, this traveler from Ilio, this talking dragon, this novelty who's spouting rhetoric at them, but as a reasonable voice, just like Garl's was. And wait, are you also coming up onto the stage?
Wait, just got like a little shot, raises his drink. Yeah, let those guys, eyes across the way, tomorrow they'll be right at our doorstep. Next day up our asses. Here.
That's actually good because psychologically, if other people like in the crowd start shouting in support, that's mob psychology right there for like rallying. Happens a lot in propaganda, FYI. Just saying.
So it's
Yeah,
alright
well,
when you say it.
Wade is suspiciously dressed like an everyday sailor and then an industrial worker.
Yeah, it's like Will, I know you're a WWE fan. You know how sometimes they feed crowd cheers into the speakers to
And
like
it's very
cue
and
the
it's-
crowd to cheer.
And it's always very awkward, like when the crowd is like not going along with it when they're hoping that it will.
Yeah.
That they do.
They'll make a drawing of this moment of like me cheering until I become politically inconvenient, and then they erase me.
At any rate, yeah, there's a couple echoing calls, like, oh yeah, that cheetah guy is supported, I'll support you, yeah. But immediately the questions and the dissent come, some wisecrackers in the audience. Give them hell, says a mole. Mole's pretty common species here. What are we gonna do against the koi that can, I don't know, reverse the breath that I'm breathing, or stop me in my tracks? What are we gonna do when the deputies come calling, and knowing that if we don't listen to them, that we're gonna have Clement, that sorceress, and all the second and thirds in commands to level our town? What then?
Be slow.
There are a couple of things to consider. I've dealt with koi before. They can be powerful, but I don't think they're as strong as you're making them out to be. The other thing is, you're kind of assuming that they're all going to muster everything they have and hammer down on you with the might of 1,000 suns or something. That's not really practical.
One person's like, but that messenger, they showed us scrolls of what they can do. The person's like, yeah, they will do that. That's what they're saying they're doing in a list of places. You could see it posted there, actually. It's like some confusion. One person's like, I don't think that's true. And then it's like, I'm not about to test it. Like the information that's being disseminated here is unreliable.
If you're too weak to fight back, and I get it, a lot of us are, the way it goes is you be slow, be inconvenient. Sure, you do what they say, but you gotta follow the rules of your town, don't you? You gotta do everything just the right way to get just the right info. Be inefficient. Make them wait. Make it so that you're cooperating, but you know what? Don't give them exactly how good you really are. Make them collapse. Then the people who can fight will have an upper hand. Who knows? Maybe the people strong enough to fight back are here in this tavern. Maybe they're listening. Maybe they're everywhere. Just waiting. Yep.
Couple people like,
Just don't roll over.
Roll out of the way of where your face is when you hiccup. It's like a little sparkle of light in there.
It's not fire, it's light.
This Magicka, there's this time bullshit. It's powerful. It's flashy, but at the end of the day, it's just gimmicks. It's not earned. Not research spell work, fine-tuned sword swings, and at the end of the day, anything not earned won't achieve anything. I'm sure you folks know all that well. You've had to fight for everything here, haven't you? And bowl over for these upstarts we've gotten in a day.
That definitely strikes a chord. There's some rumbles, some growls, some animalistic noises as you pull on their emotions. And yeah, some side conversation starts, some little pockets. People are asking you questions, kind of debating back and forth, but most of the people aren't as vociferous. They're just sort of taciturnly brewing on the ideas presented from Garl and now from you. And you have a feeling that after you leave the stage, tomorrow, next day, on their shifts, on their jobs, whatever they're doing, this will definitely be the topic of conversation.
And as Crim leaves, his final words will be, I mean, look at me. A lot of you are probably thinking, oh, a mighty dragon showed up in bar. Look, I took one swig, and I'm a little tipsy already. You can attack me if you wanted, and I'd be taken down even if I'm a dragon. Just think about that. They're the same way. The mighty dragon that looks strong and intimidating, but together, maybe not so much. Scoocha's still one person, can't be everywhere. Think of it that way. I'm going to bed. And then he...
Good man.
Cashmere claps. Yeah!
Woo! There's a few like, yeah, dragon that can talk. Which one of them was puppeting him, you think? I don't know.
And if word has traveled here, Scooter hasn't won every single fight he's been in. He got chased off from Griefy once. You don't think it could happen again?
There is, I will say, a bit more resistance and skepticism from the crowd in response to the last two things you said, Turner and Crim. You hear them say, like, what about blah, 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 some names you don't recognize that they all seem to. Like, it's not just Scroocha. He's got with him these people and these people. You do hear the word Clamonde as well, frequently said. But there is a healthy amount of respect when Scroocha is named.
Oh, Clamone has an HP bar.
I'm gonna have Cashmere turn to his dad. We've been sitting next to this whole time. And I'll say, so, yeah, that's who I'm traveling with.
Well, you don't got my blood in you if you're gonna stand and fight, and I hope not die to them. But hey, I'll be on the lookout for fantastical weapons and allies from beyond that will help you reclaim control. Maybe we can contribute just in a way that keeps us alive.
I'm still thinking about it. I mean, I already went back home, settled some things with Mom, and yeah. But I don't know what I'm gonna do next. I only really know one thing. And he turns to his dad and looks him square in the eye. I'm gonna kill Scroocha, I think.
He opens his mouth and doesn't say anything.
I'll race you.
All right. Somehow... Nah, you're gonna die.
Probably.
He
I already
might,
did it once.
but I'll make sure to get him if he does.
Yeah. I've got good friends.
Right. Well,
It doesn't bother you too much, does it? Hearing me running off to my death like that?
Oh,
it's not good to hear. It's bothersome, yeah.
Cashmere laughs. Don't worry about it.
Did Delilah mention me at all?
He thinks about it, even though he doesn't have to, because he still has the memory thing on.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
Oh. She still thinks of me, huh? Wow.
Yeah. It's just a small thing, but
Huh. If small words, still big in her thoughts. Maybe I ought to go back.
maybe you should.
it's pretty far north, Crim drawls as he chews a piece of fire newt meat. Sure you're not gonna find your... He doesn't finish.
Well, he has.
And,
He probably has nothing that they'd be after.
Look,
yeah, I'm not gonna get attached. Delilah's... Yeah.
look. I get it.
She sure knows how to
I
pick
get-
them.
I gave up too. It took me a while to get out of it. But I went back, eventually. And maybe you could too? It's just, think about it. Okay?
What'd you give up on, Cashmere? What did you have to come back to? How did you lose your way?
He does not want to talk about it. He will, just he'll look down at his hands and say, gave up on giving up, I guess? I don't know.
Come on, you can tell me. He gives you a playful sock on your elbow, and you feel guided in your recollections.
Wow. Oh shit, he actually has that going on. Wow.
Gave up on giving up. What does that mean?
Oh, well, you wouldn't know, but I just got really used to running away. Yeah, it's pretty easy. I mean, you know about that.
Not
Then-
everyone who's running away is... I wonder. I'm interested in finding the next thing. In being unfettered. I'm not fleeing something. Now, if you
Yeah.
are, that's different.
You know, that's what I said too, back then, a few months ago. I also said, hey, I'm just wandering. And then I wandered off and ran into a carpet. And then I decided, you know, I keep wandering off. And things just go wrong. You know?
As if to help clarify, Crim will chime in. The carpet ate him,
Yeah.
even though that's not technically true. That's all he remembers of it.
Okay. Well, when I have a... What's his name? The Wandering God, the Next Horizon guy? What's that guy's name? Is it Ilmater?
The god of travel?
Yeah,
I'm not good with names. I
I
can
don't
barely
think he's in
remember
this.
Crim's god.
theology.
I don't know either.
Well, he'll say, when I have a come to God moment and realize, oh, this is what I've been running from. Foolish me, I'm not just someone who enjoys the great outdoors and the stars above. I'll join you. Punching Scroocha in the face. It'll be glorious.
It sure will be. But, tell you what. You leave that to me. Okay?
Okay,
Yeah.
gotta keep running after all.
Well, just think about running in the other direction sometime. It worked for me. Mostly.
You've got spunk. I hope we meet again, really.
Cashmere's eyes, like, frighten a little bit at that. He almost says, really? But no, he's just like, thanks.
Yeah, well, thank you. It's good to have different opinions to think about as your as your feet fall one after the other in the long roads. Well, I think I'm gonna head out. The iron's hot, as the people around here would say. So you heads out with me.
You do that. I've, got friends to get back to.
You could tell those words saddened him, if only because, little infinitesimal rabbit body language. Just nods and gets up and waves to, it looks like he's targeting some people who seemed interested in what he was saying the most when he was speaking. And he says something like, I'm gonna head out, gonna stop at that nice supply store. Can anyone point me the direction to need some new boots? And some people come and head out with him.
Edmund just watches them go.
Good talk. Forgive me, Cash, but you have the worst luck.
He blinks at Wade. Yeah, well, maybe some of it's good.
Sure enough. I could use a nap. You?
Yeah.
Well, as much as I'd like to, I want to get a hold of either Valor or Cole to see how things are going up there. It might be also a good idea, Wade, before you sleep, if you can let Dynamo and Piper know that we're alive. See if you can figure out where they are.
Wait, how do you? I was gonna also see if I could talk to the good old Devron. See what he's been up to.
Can you spare the magic? Or 2 sendings?
I got something better. They'll sleep well tonight with this wonderful visage to look at.
Oh, you're gonna disturb their dreams, huh?
Oh, yeah, well, I guess it lets me speak more than 3 sentences.
I suppose that's fair. What level spell is that? Is that 5th level?
Yeah, but it's a ritual.
Crim will Did Crim hear this?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're all still there.
Yeah, I'm just making sure.
Are you
If
still on
this
the
is any
stage?
private talk or not. No, he returned. He was
Okay.
talking with them and all that. Crim will remark with what cognizance he still has. They don't know we're back yet. If we give them a dream, they will know. They'll be clued up. I don't think dragons metabolize alcohol the same way, guys.
You know, I thought it'd be the opposite effect. I thought it would take longer.
Oh, is there any benefit to keeping this secret, you think?
Yes. They won't hunt us yet. We still need to get our bearings and figure out what else changed, I think.
Oh, do you think it's worth talking to the good old Aron, or no?
I think we need to.
Worth a shot? How about this? Once we run into them and we beat them up the first time, then you can harass them in their dreams.
I'll admit, I'm,
Definitely
I
send
think you-
word.
I think you misunderstood, Crim. He meant harass Dynamo and Piper, the brouhaha who are traveling with us.
yeah, no, I'll admit, I am tempted to give the good old Scroocha a nice little fun nightmare, but yeah, this. It's not where I want to start. Where I want to start right now.
He's got a month head start over us. Let's not invoke his ire.
And they're not working, Dynamo and Piper aren't working for them, right?
Well, unless things have changed in this last month, more than we know.
Crim tries to think about the metal of Dynamo and Piper. If they were confronted, would they take the path of least resistance?
Absolutely not. You know that Dynamo, his whole
Oh,
thing
yeah,
was like
they're
his free to fight the
pacifists.
man. Yeah. And
You know what? That's a good point. They're probably either hiding or dead. Let's call them.
Crim. Okay, let's
just kidding.
let's go to our room. I think
Yeah,
Tina
yeah.
might have rented one for us, or maybe we got to get our own. I don't know. Let's figure it out. We go upstairs.
Yeah.
Okay, you go upstairs and enter the plane of Earth. Ha! Got him. You take 90 bludgeoning damage.
Damn!
Should roll a perception check.
Yeah.
Dummies.
His blind sight is working. As Crim wanders up, he says, "I'm never drinking again."
That's what they all say, Crim.
If I'm reading his notes right, I can talk to
Then they're
Ram.
face
Does
down
anyone
in
else
the
want
trough
to?
again.
There you go.
Does anyone else want to talk to Dynamo and Piper? I could have you be the one to talk to him.
You can send us in the dream.
Yeah. It's wonderful. Just give you a little tap, and then boom, you're in Dreamland.
I'll let one of you guys. If you could actually send me into Vela's, I would probably be better.
Sounds good. All right. Yeah, Tash, should we just like time skip 4 fucking dream sequences of Wade just tapping people and like, having...
Yeah, let's not. I mean, this is already a very RP heavy session. So, okay, you go upstairs. You know, Tina left something of hers on the doorknob, so you know which room it was. She is standing there vacantly looking out the window. That is a conversation that might need to happen. She barely greets you. Who do you send dreams to? Also, it's lunchtime.
Yum.
Turner's gonna go into Vela's and tell her that hi, they're alive and well. They got sent off somewhere else, and then a lot of time had passed by the time they came back, and they're catching up. I'm asking if they're all right. He'll send to her the next day, and then she can take her time to, condense her.
Vela replies.
Wait, can you reply in a dream?
I think
send.
No, dream.
Oh, you're doing dream, not send. Okay.
Yeah, the messenger appears in the target's dream. Can converse with them as long as they're asleep. The duration of the spell, 8 hours.
Yeah, but the target has to be asleep.
Okay, so when she next sleeps, she gets it, right?
Mhm.
And she
Oh,
can't
Turner,
reply.
Turner
I think
can
if-
wait around until she falls asleep.
Oh, so the
Actually-
spell doesn't kick in until she is asleep, basically.
Yeah. Does Bose have time zones? That would suck.
Actually, she's asleep when you cast it at lunchtime.
Well, you know what?
She's a
She is
bat.
she is a bat, so Turner would probably think, there's a good chance that she's probably taking a nap right now.
Okay. Just so again, for our peace sake, she'd be very relieved. She would say she sent you multiple letters. She's interested in hearing more. But first, maybe you'd better. Lots of things are changing. Her mind is the crazy tide pool right now, and just see what she wrote when the thoughts are more ordered.
So, like, are we able to
I
actually
really-
talk? Are we able to talk to her in the dream? Like, have a conversation with her? I don't
I-
know the exact specifications of this spell.
I believe
Is
so.
it the
yeah,
same
Nemo?
thing as what Crim had?
More or less, I think. So, basically, you or when creature you
No.
touch enter a trance state, acts as a messenger. While in the trance, you're aware of your surroundings but can't take actions. If the target is asleep, you appear in the target's dreams, converse with them as long as they're asleep. The duration of the spell.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
The target recalls the dream perfectly upon waking up. If the target is awake when you cast a spell, the messenger knows it. It can either end the trance and end the spell, or wait for the target to fall asleep, at which point they appear in their dreams. There's another section about if you want to like fuck someone up in their dream, but I
We're not
don't
doing
want to do
that.
that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't know that we can actually just have like a two-way conversation. So that's cool.
Yeah, we'll have endless roleplay sessions.
So yeah, Turner would just try to figure out what's happening in the school right now and what are they up to.
and this is Tier 3 D&D. Give me a minute.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Tal.
God, this spell's
For
a
what it's
ritual.
worth, you introduced it first.
It just says choose a creature known to you as the target of this spell. Anywhere on the same plane of existence.
Sh- She would say
Interest sudden you break.
it was hard, but she's not at school anymore. She doesn't know what's happening at school. She's involved in other things, and she doesn't want to sway you. So you should read the letters first and come to your own conclusions.
Where would those letters be?
She sent them through the mass production system, so to all major cities.
Wow. Well, that's how they do it.
Wow, would there be some in Thashabao? Is that kind of would Turn think that counts as a major city? He's not going to say the name, just
Yes.
Okay, he'll go and check them then.
Okay, you will find letters there. Any other dreams?
I feel a sudden urge to talk to Devon later for the sake of pace.
Okay, you will. Yes, you will talk with Devon later, I'm sure.
Because I feel like that one kind of I feel like should be roleplay, but I can do it later.
Yeah, that can happen. Any other dream contacts being made?
Piper and Dynamo? Or one or the other?
Sure. Let's talk to them. Crim, you wanna?
How long has it been since Crim drank?
If this is nighttime,
20
he's probably
minutes.
sober, but
No, it's lunchtime, yeah.
Take some water. You'll be
lunchtime.
fine.
Okay, yeah, Crim's fine now.
Yeah,
Thankfully,
the
he
dream
didn't
gives a
get
nice
hammered when he
high.
just got tipsy.
Yeah.
I had to let you talk to one of them.
Okay. If you dream over to Dynamo, let's find out. Dynamo Land. Dynamo.
As Tal said, Tier 3 D&D. I just want a Misty Step.
Misty Step.
Dynamo is safe and sound with Piper in Murbarak. It seemed the attacks had stopped. People were being happy, but there was a mixed bag. They didn't know what became of Tina and Alex and the rest. They sort of had a jubilation type of funeral thing. Because it seemed the day had been saved, but we don't know what happened to them. Eventually they're like, okay, well, we'll start heading back towards Karifi, I guess. And they went to Murbarak, and that's where you caught them.
Where's Murbarak again?
it was
Right here.
east of
Right. okay,
Alex's
it was-
home.
Yeah, I know. Okay, got it. Crim would inform them. They got stuck in a not stuck, but when we went in, we didn't expect time to flow differently. For us, it's only been like a day. He's like, we can talk about it more later, but for now, where should we meet?
Okay.
And like stuff like how Alex might have a means to get somewhere if there's like trees involved or something like that.
She would say, through the dream, I guess, whenever you cast it later, that I'll talk with Piper, but we have some Eidos processes pretty well understood thanks to your help. We can launch something, but not while the world's like this. So, yeah, we'd love to meet back up with you and travel with you again. Just tell us where to go, as long as it's not too far. And I'll send a little construct messenger. I can whip up one of those and get the word over to Angvar that y'all are alive.
As long as it's on the down low. You get the feeling that Scrooge won't be happy if we're around again.
Right, fair consideration.
And would the others have prompted Crim to mention anything else?
Not that I can think of.
Turner might ask like if they've heard anything about the caravans, if they're all right.
Our dorm's still working.
Huh?
The dorm
the brouhaha?
dimensions, the dimension dorm.
Oh, yeah.
That was a joke. Sorry.
They're fine.
Yeah, Crim would have asked how the caravan is doing if they got any word. Sure.
Like the wagon you guys have?
Yeah.
You mean?
Turner was
No.
asking about
Oh.
the brouhaha, but he
Yeah,
just kind of says
that's
the
what
caravan,
Crim
the
had interpreted
caravans.
as well.
Oh. She would say she doesn't. They've been so separated from the brouhaha. Don't know.
Unknown.
but- Your wagon's safe and sound. She muses, wonder if it could use some upgrades. Not that it's ever under any threat. Not that we've ever been attacked while we're on it, so that would never happen.
She sounds so disappointed.
Crim encourages them to find some means if they can. And otherwise they might help. But yeah, if that's the case, Crim will say be on standby where we had wound up. We're evaluating the situation, might be a bit. And then after that, once we actually find a tree, we might be able to find where you are. Just try to be near forest areas. Probably will not be hard where you currently are.
Okay.
And we'll just
Roger that.
presume that the desert forest trees count.
And like Vela, very happy y'all are alive.
I'm thinking a tad about this time dilation that we all experienced. I wonder if it could be a silver bullet of sorts against these koi. Just throwing the idea out.
What,
Like a way to
toss
send
them
them
into
there?
the fire elemental plane and worry about them 50 years later?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't know. Imagine you wrap up Scrootra in a fight there for an hour. Goes free of him for the next 100 years.
Well, if we somehow found a way to send them there, well, they would pretty much immediately suffocate and die.
I don't think Scrooge...
Except for him
wonder.
somehow, but we're not exactly traveling around with dimensional portals, are we?
Yeah.
Yeah, but powerful, just give it time. It's just a thought.
Maybe I'll find a ritual that does it. Kind of working on those.
There's always one. I found this bullshit after all.
Anyway, at the mail house that you all have perhaps wandered over to with Turner, if that's reasonable.
Yeah, sure.
I've got plenty of time in the day. It's a grimy place with red paint on the outside and a corrugated tin house, roofing on the top. The people there are friendly enough, and yes, there actually has been a mail for each of you. Do you declare your names so that you can get the mail?
Yeah.
Yes.
You've got mail.
Mail time.
You have mail. There are 2 letters from Vela to Turner, and 1 letter to Crim.
Can we get a free
I'm
CD of
just
AOL?
hopeful. He's like,
Yes.
it's a really good thing I warned them about the time thing, huh?
Which do you read first?
I got a free month, guys.
Is
Oh my god.
Crim's from the same person or for someone else?
Crim's is from someone else.
Okay. Do you want to go first, Em? or
Turner
me?
first.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I think Crim's got 2 letters as well. All right,
Oh.
let's see. So Will goes first, huh? Vela, is this the one? Oh, sorry, I got it backwards. 1 letter to. Anyway, okay. Here on Foundry
I'm
is.
so confused.
Yeah, I thought Turner was told that several letters had been sent to him. Did they just not get into circulation yet?
I think she said 2, but yeah, only 1 is currently waiting here for him.
So the courier handed to you, and then run off and get killed by a giant.
Wow.
Here you go, Hoina.
Letter 2. Oh, I guess you just sent a letter earlier in the campaign. Dear Turner, here a crow is neatly doodled. No offense, I know it wasn't you, but that sketch of Crim was delightful. Thank you. Now, with that crucial information out of the way, I'm glad you've learned more about Crim's condition. Your message conveys he's safe and not currently or becoming a devil. Excellent. My thesis is finished, but I have not yet been able to book a time for its defense due to some of the faculty's unavailability. Understandable with the time turmoil. The New Order. Pick your preferred name for the hot topic. She would know about that. It would be interesting to me to interview you and Crim on what you've learned. There are greater time pressures to obey, however. You've been out and about. Have you joined up with the mules or Fortitude? I'm going to keep my head down for now. Probably. I don't know. I suppose continuing my education is complicit with Fortitude's aims. If we had some secret weapon for a realist to believe the mules could turn the tide, perhaps I'd try to help them how I can. As it stands, there's been enough instability. How's a brilliant Batwoman supposed to advance the world's transmutation comprehension when the world's being bloodily united into an empire? Oh, and Cole was still in Karifi when I parted ways with him, waiting for the Arcane Dodgeball League's counteroffer. Why do I have the prediction that he'll not sign up for a long-term contract with either ADL or SHL? Stay safe and in touch. Sincerely, Vela. Here's a bat neatly doodled. 22nd of first summer moon of year 171 AS.
How long ago was that?
1, a month and a half,
Ooh, so that was a very recent
almost.
sending. The new one. Like, that was like shortly after we left, basically.
Yeah.
So there's nothing else from her? Because she said she didn't want to
let me
sway
double-check.
us. She said she didn't want to sway Turner with whatever. She would rather he read, but there's nothing in there that, like...
Turner letter. Yeah, her words in the dream suggested, more info to come by letter. But
Hmm.
hey,
It's still
you
in
also
circulation
are,
then.
hundreds and hundreds of miles away from where
Okay.
she sent it from, so.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's interesting. Fortitude and Mule. Those are new terms, aren't they?
Mhm.
Am I right on that?
I
Haven't
do not
heard them
either.
recognize them.
That must be. I'm guessing Mule is a resistance effort against Fortitude, who might have been an initial title for Skucha's group, is my guess. Kind of hard to tell from just the context here, as we talk around. Crim's turn.
Okay. One sec. Just noting down your thoughts here. Might provide info to swim. Okay. Crim's turn. Let's see. Okay. Here you go, Crim. Letter from my father.
Dear Fa-Fa-Mi, son, how is your new life going? Touring the world? Flown to the minor continent? Joking about that one. Seriously, don't. I'm so sorry that you had to see what you saw in the Crimson Rhythm. I know your travels have been inspiring and safe since then. I mean, I hope your travels have been inspiring and safe since then. I just got your letter about your learning the origins of your now famous accomplishment. My talon's still pinned on the ritual being created by an ancient priest. Good for you for stopping the wrongful ambitions of whatever adversary you faced. I look forward to hearing every detail from your mouth. Have you bitten your tongue yet? Yes. You may know that's something toothy folk have to deal with. I just stop beating around the bush. Son, your mother and I are going through a difficult time. Yesterday we decided to pursue contrasting goals. That decision barely has anything to do with you. We both still love you very much, and we both... I heard that. I don't see your guys' faces right now, but I heard that from Will.
Christ.
And we both would be glad to meet with you still. I asked her not to write to you until you could speak to one of us in person. One thing we agreed upon was that you should come home. The next few seasons will not be ones suitable for exploration and adventure. I am sure you have seen the beginnings of some changes, but you may not have enough of the world's wisdom yet to understand that they're very scary. It's time to be cozy at home for a while. I'll pray for your safe return. Okay, Fafami? Love from your father. 27 summer... That's about 5 days after, so that was a month and some change ago.
Are his
Boy.
parents getting divorced?
Yeah, on
I
the
think
bright side,
that's what's happening.
Crim has 2 Christmases now. It's great.
Oh god. Yeah, Crim kind of stares at that for a while and is like, oh, I probably should have said something about not drinking again. Okay, second letter, let's see where this is going. Crim, like, without thinking, gives it to Turner to read, and while he looks at the second one.
Oh, excuse me?
First, it becomes a dragon, then his parents get divorced. What next?
And he said it like the rough part was like he said it barely has anything to do with you. That means he's still partly responsible.
Oh no.
Good job, Dad.
Don't worry, that went over Crim's head.
And here's the second letter. Dated about a moon later.
Oh man.
Okay, so did you want me to read this one, Demo, since you gave it to Turner?
Yeah. Dear Crim, I've had a great time with my boyfriend. He's been really nice.
No, Crim gave the first letter to Turner.
Oh,
to
okay.
read. He's reading the second one.
Got it.
Like to disseminate to the others.
Understood.
Your dad's had an awakening.
Well, I mean, hey, Crim did warn about time dilation in the last letter he sent.
Right.
Dear Fafami, almost a moon from my first letter and no reply. Knowing you, I include the Allegiance really did send you through a time tunnel, didn't they? May a copy of this letter reach you wherever and whenever you are. The letter copy production infrastructure has not yet been fully seized by them, so I believe it will. I will soon count on the system being unsafe to use without encryption. This may be among the last letters to be sent without their inspection and potential alteration or diversion. I have gained knowledge of a great wealth of information lately, son. I know what you and your companions are to them, but not why. I know more of what you have done. I rescind my order that you return home. Join the mules. I was fucking right. Listen to me. All of this, your mother is mistaken. Fuck. All in her faction are. I admit I'm still processing everything that's happened with her and I, yet my belief in doing what should be done and what must be done is not going anywhere. That's why I'm with the mules. You're still my son in that body. I know you'll be by my side soon. Your father, 2 weeks ago? 1 week ago?
Yeah, 2 or 3, I think. I'll check.
Mules?
Crim sighs to himself and nods and says, I don't want to impose much, but once we're done here, I think we have our lead. He then gives the letter for the others to read.
So is this
So
because
both letters?
So is like the
Oh, my parents are
implication.
having a divorce. It's I'll process that one later.
Oh God.
Damn. Sorry, Crim.
Oh no, please read this. You'll see why this is much less important than what's in this letter.
So is the implication that they're an underground organization and that's why mules?
I think we need to try to figure out more about what these two organizations are before we take any action.
Yeah. Crim thinks back. There were a lot of unfamiliar names being tossed around in the bar when all that discourse was happening. Were mules and fortitude mentioned? among those
No.
names being tossed? No.
No.
Interesting.
Could just be that we're
Yeah.
too far out from that. Well, Crim, if you wanna disturb your father's dreams too.
Well,
As much as I hate to say it, I don't know that that's a good idea.
No, we're going to resolve the rest of the plot of this campaign in this one room.
no. There's no way that's gonna work. Why do you think, Alex? I want to at least let him.
Don't
He might
know.
give it away.
Don't know what. Are we? We're probably being. We're in like public right now.
We're in
probably should not
our private
mention
room.
anything.
I think you're outside the lighthouse, but you could go back to the room, no problem.
Well,
Um,
Once
yeah,
we finish
fine.
reading it over, we can. Head,
Oh, right,
we head.
right.
We head back. We head back in private after reading the letters to discuss.
Okay.
Wade, why don't you get
can I-
ready to give us all, a link to each other again?
Yeah, that works for me. That works for me. All right.
Quickly, while
Stop.
we're out and about, can I buy some holy water?
Yes, absolutely.
There's no holy water. There's not a single bush in this place. Not a speck of grass. It's like the town of Rio.
As we are back in the room. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. How do you do? Is this ascending?
No, just talking to everybody. We don't know what
Oh,
Fortitude and the Mule are. For all we know, the Mule is with Scroocha.
Wasn't that why it's best to reach out to someone in one of these organizations from afar? We're not giving away where we are.
Right now, as far as Scroocha knows, we might be dead.
Yeah, that's
That
to our
is-
advantage.
The best
Ow.
position we can be right now.
But Alex, in this letter, look, he's talking about the letter system being compromised by Scroocha. And if he's then telling me to join the mules, he's opposed to him.
Or quite a good
Maybe.
actor, but I still.
Plus, he's my dad. You all met him. Sure, he's a little just kind of an accountant kind of person, but he's nice. He supported me. He
Yeah.
saved my life, along with my mom, who's now opposed to my dad.
Or
Grim
somebody
seems very lost in
pretend-
thought suddenly.
Or somebody pretending to be your dad.
Is it handwritten?
real quick. Yes, you would all remember Crim's dad as a little patoo with those big eyes, like kind of nervously holding his hands together, like, "Oh, remember, follow the rules and look at the sign. Remember to thank everyone who helped you along the way."
Well, Alex,
Yeah.
if this is someone pretending to be his father, then if he invades his father's dreams, he would just be very confused about, wait, what are the moles? Then that would let us, or the mules. Then that'll let us
Mules.
know. Oh yeah, don't join them then.
If you
Can I-
trust him, then I suppose we can.
Can I see those two letters, Crim? I'll check.
Yeah, sure.
Cashmere will check for the differences between the two letters and their
Oh,
handwriting.
that's good.
Oh my gosh.
And
Yeah, there's a tool thing for this, isn't there?
Forgers.
Forgers or cartographers.
I don't
Calligraphy?
think Cashmere has that, but
Yeah.
If you don't have that, the next best thing.
I have calligrapher's supplies.
oh,
There's got to be some high-level spell that would just fix this.
God,
Yeah, tools, or you could do. I mean, how would you know if it's a forgery?
well, just like
otherwise?
comparing them, like
The
see
handwriting.
if there's difference between them.
Oh,
yeah.
between the two letters. I see. Okay, yeah, you could do a perception check.
because the first one's
Or
we
sleight
can
of
be
hand.
very confident is legit, just due to
Yeah.
the timing and everything.
It's the same number, so I'll just do +8. I will resolve that since I can, and we are near the end of session.
Give him guidance.
Guidance.
Yes.
you.
Definitely an important check.
Garl
Okay.
teleports back into the room and casts guidance.
I've decided to help you immediately.
I like your
Holy
attitude.
fuck.
He actually has a
Where-
good father, so
there we
let me
go.
help. Let me help you there.
With guidance, that would be 27. Without it, it's 23.
not only can you tell with certainty that this is the same hand, you realize if you weren't as skilled at this, you would think they're different hands because there has been a personality change by the person holding the quill writing this. The second one, the tone, the hardness of the dotted I's, the way it's written is with conviction.
Oh,
You're,
he went through the same arc that Crim did, in a way.
Does your dad become more stern sometimes?
Well, if he does, he never really showed it to me much since, I was kind of a delicate little boy for a while. But, knowing him probably needs some sternness just to, day-to-day things with his job. It sounded like him, at least as far as I can tell. Unless there's a roll I can do for that, or a history check
Insight.
of some kind for Crim thinking about his dad.
No roll is needed. Let me just pull up your backstory. One sec. This is the session of scramble to get all
so
this
many
character
roleplay things.
info knowledge. Almost ready.
But hey, we
Right.
still managed to roll
Yeah.
enough dice to use our resolve a few times.
Yeah. Your
That's a good
father
session.
always a stickler for the rules, someone who was all about stability and keeping Treble Town as regulations, order, and if you're coming here, you got to respect our ways. He definitely he wasn't stern or commanding, but there was this iron undercurrent. He firmly believed in the ideas of order and propriety and politeness.
And, okay, with that in mind, Crim will think about that for a bit and then say, he believed in the rule of law and everything that came with it. He kind of always liked the 4/4 beats, you know how that goes. Doesn't like when things get their time signatures a little too weird with the music. I think that was just a pet peeve.
So he hates the third sanctuary.
Bro, that would drive him fucking nuts, I think.
Turn it off now.
But if what I'm reading from this is true, are you saying that his handwriting seems to be him, but it changed? Because if that's the case, I think the reason he's like that is because something must have broken him in the same way it broke me. And you realize that sometimes exactly following the rules given to you won't work out. I get the feeling that my hometown was captured, and he's part of the rebellion.
Well, something sure changed. And if it wasn't his attitude, then it was him. But I can't really confirm that.
Well, we all met him. Maybe a dream will give the answer. If that's not too much. But Alex, do you think it's still too risky? I understand you've been pretty good about identifying when it might be too risky.
I'm just wondering if there's somebody we can check with first to get an idea of what these factions are.
The problem is, I was thinking back to the bar. There are a bunch of names being thrown around, but not once did I hear mules or, what is this, fortitude? I didn't neither of those, so there must be a north thing. It's not here yet.
You know your father better than I do. If you trust him.
At the very least, I won't say where I am. And then we'll figure out from there.
I think that'd also be a good way to protect him too.
And for what it's worth, Alex holds up his flask of holy water. I think I can get us wherever we need to go now.
Good man.
Perfect. Once we find a tree.
Don't even need that.
What?
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Are we gonna step into the holy water like a portal? Or I thought we were gonna ride a tree across the sky or something.
Okay.
You'll see.
Well,
Well, okay then.
It's a
One last dream.
It's like a rare moment of showmanship from you, Alex.
Well,
And Turner, your eyes might be drawn to that line again. Have you joined up with the mules or Fortitude? Blah, blah, blah. I suppose continuing my education is complicit with Fortitude's aims. Whatever that
So-
means.
Yeah, that means that the school's been compromised.
maybe. It could also just be two separate factions, both against Scoocha in different ways.
Vela,
As you
why do you have to be cryptic, you damn bat?
And as you prepare yet another dream, a figure, after the sound of a door cracking open in this dirty job named Tavern, slips past the little viewing window of your closed room's door. An otter, with a downcast face, a hood over his ears, but nonetheless unmistakable. And that is what we'll call it. This
Wait, hang
session.
on.
Yeah.
Just before you do, he's like, forget the dream. And then like, huh?
Yeah, but
Crim-
by
like,
happenstance, Wade
episode
was
ends.
casting the dream spell to talk to Aron.
Oh my god. Well, he's awake, so it won't work.
Let's see this last. I'll have to say, oh shit.
But reason I'm ending a
Alright.
little bit early,
Well, it's a good spot to end it, of course.
that too. I want to know from you all what you want. We're entering a part of the campaign that is much more open-ended, somehow much more player-directed. At this point, you've seen what I've presented: skill challenges, gimmicky battles, RP, philosophy, puzzle-solving, mystery, whatever. You've seen a lot of characters. I don't plan to introduce many more. You've seen a lot of the world. I want to know... So I have a pretty good handle on what you really don't like. And sometimes I get to know what you like. But I want to know, where do you want to go? Do you want a lighthearted adventure? Do you want gritty faction politics with small losses and small gains? Do you want to be heroes leading a charge alone? Do you want to be standing side by side with people who share your character's beliefs? Do you want to be united in things? Do you want to be... There's some drama, and maybe we're helping multiple factions. I need to know so I can prepare and to keep it being fun. I don't need a full answer right now, but I need some help sooner or later.
I think that is stuff that we can probably discuss off a session, so I'll go ahead and end that right here. We are going to be taking next week off for Christmas. Yay!
Hermes!
Yay!
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, I guess
lost
this-
track of time.
Yeah, this is like the perfect time for this type of a cliffhanger tout. But
Yay.
but yeah, so thank y'all for joining. We'll see y'all next time.
Bye bye.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining.
Cool.
GG.